So now let's talk about how we take true ownership of our money. As a recap, in a previous video, we talked about traditional banking when compared to cryptocurrency exchanges. And at a high level, both of these institutions are the same. In fact, when it comes to ownership of your money, they are exactly the same in that you do not own your money. In the case of the bank, when you have that direct deposit executed or you go and fill out the deposit form yourself and deposit your money, you are transferring ownership of that money to the bank, and in turn, you become a shareholder. Similarly, with a cryptocurrency exchange, the funds on deposit in that platform are under the control of the private key owned by the cryptocurrency exchange and established on your behalf. So similarly, you are a shareholder in that cryptocurrency exchange. Ideally, you want to take ownership of your money, and that comes with certain responsibilities as well. You need to make sure you're protecting your private keys, doing all the smart things to have backups, et cetera, et cetera. So how do we take ownership of our money? Well, let's capitalize on the previous video and let's assume we have some EOS sitting here on Coinbase. We click on EOS and we're taken to an overview tab, which gives us a bunch of interesting metrics relative to the EOS token. We have the ability to buy more here, to sell, convert, etc. But under the assumption that we have some EOS here on Coinbase and we want to now take ownership of that, we want to go over to the wallet tab. And once on the wallet tab, we have the ability to send this EOS or this crypto to a wallet that we own, or said another way, a private key that we own. Now, important note here, current date is April 10th. The year is 2022. And it would appear that from the perspective of Coinbase anyway, the EOS chain is having some degraded performance challenges. Sends are currently experiencing high failure rates for EOS. While we work on a fix, your funds remain secure on Coinbase. So interesting note here. That's a little bit of a detour. Let's get back on track. So we want to take ownership of our EOS. What I would recommend, so you're going to be sending your EOS from Coinbase to your self-owned wallet, non-custodial wallet. So the first step that I'd recommend once you have selected your wallet is to switch the mode from dollars to EOS. So in this way, you get to determine the exact number of EOS tokens or fraction of EOS tokens that you want to send to your non-custodial wallet. And so let's say if we had 10 EOS here, which I don't, we could type 10 and that would be good. And we're reminded here the selected account does not have enough funds to perform this transaction. I think I have what? So I've got 0.2, so we'll say 0.1. So, or we could say send all. Be careful with the send all though. I've noticed that it does appear that you need to have a little bit of EOS hanging around in order to facilitate the transaction. And at this point, we can type in our wallet address. You know, maybe it's my EOS Wall 1, whatever the name of your self-owned EOS wallet is, you type it there. And in the case of a self-owned wallet, you will not have to worry about typing in an EOS memo. With that said, if you are thinking of sending this to another exchange, if you were going to send this from Coinbase to Binance US or OKCoin or KuCoin or some other exchange, it is very, very important that you get the memo from that other exchange and place it here. Failure to do so will likely result in you losing these funds. So if sending to another exchange, I can't stress this enough, if you are sending to another exchange, the memo is a requirement. Do not skip this step. If you do, you will lose that money. Once you're happy with the information in this field, you click continue. There will be a few confirmation boxes to let you know what's happening. And maybe I can demonstrate them here. I'll say continue. And here is one of the warnings here. Are you sure? There isn't a memo. Are you sure? Your EOS may be lost if the EOS memo is required by your recipient and you don't include one. Are you sure? So you're given an opportunity to add the memo here or say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go forth and prosper. Once you confirm that, you will be off and running. The transaction will post, and in a very short period of time, you should find your EOS in your non-custodial wallet.